Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing another OMG Mondays video. So I know I have not done one of these videos in a little bit, but I decided why not do another one. So today is going to be a little bit of a shorter OMG Mondays video, but I wanted to, I don't remember, I have to go check if I already did this kind of topic, but I'm going to be doing a vacation version of OMG Mondays. I picked out just 3 stories, all centered around vacation. I'm pretty sure I did. So these are all going to be based on vacations and things like that, because it's summer now, everyone's going on vacation, and I wanted to talk about it. So yeah, so let's get started. So here, we're going to start with a short one. So the title reads, "Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit last minute on my vacation?" So this story was already labeled not the a-hole, and it was posted 15 days ago. So it reads, "So I, 28F, am this close to a long-awaited vacation in Hawaii with my boyfriend at 30M. We saved up for months for this trip and haven't had a real break in over 2 years. Yesterday, my single mother sister, 32F, calls me freaking out. Apparently, her babysitter canceled last minute and she has a huge work presentation tomorrow night. She has 2 kids, 5 and 3, who are a handful, to put it mildly. She begs me to rebook our flights for later. I explain that she's talking about our vacation and everything is booked and paid for. My sister got really huffy and said I was being selfish and could at least try. Flights to Hawaii are expensive and there's no way I could find something affordable on such short notice. My boyfriend thinks I handled it fine, but now I'm feeling guilty. Am I the a-hole for refusing to give up on my vacation to babysit?" So definitely not the a-hole in this situation, pretty cut and clean. I understand that, yeah, it's family, you want to help your family whenever, but you have plans, you have things you have to do, you have things that you've planned months in advance, and you've been saving up for, and you can't really just get rid of like all that, like I have like things planned like that I already got everything for, and for someone to ask me like, hey, could you, like, instead of going on this vacation that you've been planning months for, do this one thing because we're family. And I would definitely say no as well, because like I have saved up for this trip and I don't want to like ruin it or like not be able to go or like postpone it, because like I have hotels, like things like that, and like tickets and like events that I already bought things for, and I can't just like miss it for a more kind of like, I wouldn't say trivial thing, but like something that like you can find a replacement for, like I don't know, like trying to find like maybe a family member or like something like that. Like I understand you can't leave them at the house, but like that's unfortunately how things go sometimes. And you can't just expect everyone to kind of drop everything to like do what you want. So yeah, definitely not the a-hole in this situation. Alright, next one. This is our second story. This one is a much longer one. So this one is from 5 months ago, and it reads, "Am I the a-hole for refusing to go on a family vacation and ruining it first week of the year, my mother-in-law and stepfather-in-law take their kids, and now their family's on a vacation. This started because both have kids from other marriages, and it was too hard / chaotic to try to work out Christmas with the other parents. So they started this, and they celebrate Christmas there. They always go to a place where they can go skiing and or snowboarding. I cannot ski or snowboard. I never made a big deal of it, and I would just go tubing or to the spa and generally relax while they are out. In 2022, I was pregnant, so I couldn't go tubing, and I also had a 1-year-old, so I went out with him in the snow and played, walked around, or just hung out in the room. Last year, I had 3 kids, my now 2-year-old and 2 7-month-olds, and was pretty much stuck in the non-baby-proofed room with them all week. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. I did it for the sake of the tradition and for my kids to see them. This year, I was also pregnant again with triplets. Oh my god, I feel so bad for this woman already. Yeah, definitely. Like, before this, like, not the a-hole, but let's read the rest of the story. I told my husband that I would rather not go this year because I don't want to be far from the hospital in case I don't have the energy to keep up with 3 toddlers in another non-baby-proofed room. Since all I would be doing is watching the kids, I'd rather do it at our home where I'm comfortable. He said he understood and asked if I would mind if he went. I told him I would rather him not go the whole time because we need time off when the babies come. But otherwise, I didn't mind, so he told his mom, and she wasn't thrilled with him. Really wanted her kids to come and him for the whole week, but she dropped it. When my husband arrived at the vacation, his mom apparently lost it and started crying and ran to her room. Father-in-law said she had hoped he would bring the kids because now it's not a family vacation, in quotes. She was apparently sad the rest of the time. My husband said he just wanted to enjoy some time with his family, and if he had brought the kids, he would be spending time with the kids in the hotel room, not the rest of the family. So then they moved to me. Why couldn't she come and watch the kids? She's not that far along, 22 weeks. She's watching the kids at home anyways. She could do it here, etc. My husband stuck up for me, at least he says he did, but the comments came here and there from the rest of the week. We mainly ignored this, and after the trip, they didn't bring it up again. Then they asked if we could come down for my husband's brother's surprise party at the end of February. This was pretty easy no, as I'll be 29 weeks, and the triplets by that point. 29 weeks with triplets by that point, yeah. Like, I'll talk about this later. Alright, so husband told his mom it's like the floodgates have opened. Every possible slight I've commented against them is coming out, but mainly me skipping the vacation and ruining it because it wasn't a family vacation and that was the whole point. They say I'm keeping my husband from them on purpose. They aren't wrong in that I could have watched the kids in the hotel room, so I'm wondering if am I the a-hole. So definitely no in this situation. Oh my god. This woman, I'm just definitely saying, like, so many kids. So, looking like when they first went, she had 1 kid. Or she was pregnant. And another time she probably had twins. And now triplets. In 3 pregnancies, you're having a kid, twin, and then triplets. 6 kids. And, I remember I watched this, really a viral video of this woman who had triplets, and when you have triplets, I would look at baby pictures of myself and I was already a big baby. Imagine I was 8 pounds 9 ounces, I believe, as a baby. Imagine 3 of me inside my mom, and my mom is already a small woman. And if she had 3 large me's, I don't think she would even be able to make it. Because 1 baby is enough. 1 baby, if you see people even with small children, 1 baby inside of someone is you still get pretty big. But 3 children, 3 babies inside of you, if you see like photos of that, that's like crazy. And like the mother-in-law being like, well, she can like go and all that stuff, and like being pregnant with triplets. I believe like a normal 9-month pregnancy, please tell me if I'm wrong or not, is like 39 weeks, I believe. 39 weeks is like the normal time for regular pregnancy, and being 29 weeks, you're still like 22 weeks out, you're still like about like 17 weeks, but like you're with triplets. So a lot of the stuff is like extremely heightened. A lot of your like pregnancy symptoms and stuff is like heightened because of the amount of children you have inside of you, and or just the amount of like fetuses inside of you. I don't know what I'm saying, but like, yeah, definitely not the a-hole in this situation, because like I wouldn't even be worrying about it. I would want to being like, oh, maybe I'll come and see you and all that stuff. Like, say hi to you after the vacation, because I know you guys are really busy with the kids and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely no, not the a-hole in this situation. Alright, so now time for the final story. So now this one, I actually saw someone read it, but I want to read it for myself and give my opinions on it. So this one was labeled a-hole, but like Meg a-hole. And this was posted 2 months ago. And this one is, am I the a-hole for grounding my daughter for ruining our vacation? So, let me read it to you guys. So, the post reads, my husband, daughter, who's 15, stepkids, 13 and 16, and I just came back from a 2-week vacation. My daughter is very smart and is very good at a lot of things. She's also very competitive. My husband is also very competitive. My daughter started off this vacation by telling my husband that there was a Sudoku on the phone and explaining how to play. He didn't know what he was playing. That she's been playing Sudoku for months. She made a bet with him that if she finishes the hardest level first, he'd buy her Wi-Fi for the flight, and if he finished first, she'd share a bed with his younger daughter on the trip. His younger daughter was complaining about sharing with his oldest because she kicks and sleeps in the middle of the bed. She beat him and pestered him until he bought the Wi-Fi. When we got there, she challenged him to races on the land and in the pool. She won medals at state track meets and has been swimming since she was 2. Every day she challenged him to something when he tried to buy her something from the resort or local shops. My husband was getting sick of losing, and my stepdaughters were upset that their dad was buying her stuff and not them. So I told my daughter she either couldn't compete with her stepdad or she had to let him win. She decided to tell her stepdad that she wasn't allowed to compete with him anymore because he couldn't handle losing. This made them start to argue, so I told her that if she didn't keep it up, she'd be grounded to the resort for the rest of the trip, a little over a week at this point. She decided to test me, so I stuck to my word, and she was left at the resort while the rest of us went out every day. The vacation was much more enjoyable without her turning everything into a competition. But she told her dad when she got back that we grounded her, and he's mad at me for leaving her there and excluding her from the vacation because my husband couldn't act like an adult. I told him my daughter was warned to stop, but she decided to test me, and now he's forcing her to stick to the custody schedule. Technically, I have her every other weekend, but he was letting her go back and forth whether she wanted, and is threatening to go to court for the child support and back pay. Am I the a-hole for grounding her for ruining the vacation? So, let's talk about this. So, why you're getting mad at the daughter? So, like, the daughter is like, I understand she's like poking at the husband, but the husband kind of has to be like, hey, like, we should stop with this competition and stuff like that. Like, the husband is the one that should be doing this. Like the husband keeps egging on the daughter, and all the daughter wants to do is just like have fun and making it a And like, yeah, you can like talk to her and be like, hey, I don't really think you should be like making everything into a competition. Not because you're like winning everything, but it just gets kind of annoying with the rest of your siblings and stuff like that. Like, you can like have like little fun like competitions and stuff like that. But like making everything into a competition isn't really that fun for everyone. So yeah, I think just for grounding her in the first place is like a really not great thing to be doing, especially as a parent, where you're like, you guys are the adults. You guys need to be the one in charge. And also just like speaking towards the husband needs to stop egging on these competitions. Being like, hey, no, I'm done. I'm done with these competitions. And being like that, like, it's just really weird to be competing with your daughter with everything. But yeah, so that's just my 2 cents on it. So yeah. So that's all the stories that I have for you guys today. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow all my socials down in the doobly-doo. And without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a nice and safe day. Bye.